Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, what a way to get off to the new season's campaign and a 3-0 emphatic win at home at Stamford Bridge in front of the Chelsea fans. So much narrative and joy, but the day probably does belong to Trevoh Chalobah. Yet another Cobham graduate coming through, showing immense quality. Surely Thomas Tuchel doesn't get rid of this youngster now. He had his full debut in the Super Cup, a professional debut, put in a masterclass of a performance, and now, same again, his Stamford Bridge debut, his full Premier League debut. Superb defensively and scores a golazzo. We're going to talk about it all, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea's 3-0 win over Crystal Palace. Patrick Vieira's Crystal Palace in the Premier League. Just the tonic in many ways, the kind of game that you want to start the season when you're a bit tired. They didn't quite know what they're doing, but they did defend deep and Chelsea unpicked the lock. In fact, you might even be a little bit disappointed we didn't score more, because you definitely thought Chelsea were probably capable of 5 in that game, and that would have sent us to the top of the league above Manchester United, who of course enjoyed a very good opening game as well against Leeds, winning 5-1. Chelsea didn't look like they were going to concede. They had a couple of moments, tops from Crystal Palace. Generally they were magnificent, Chelsea. So let's have a look here. This is the team that started the game at Stamford Bridge. We had Mendy in goal. Interestingly, despite playing so many minutes, Rudiger started after 120 minutes in the Super Cup, obviously passed the fitness test. I did think Christensen would start, and he did. And Chalobah played again. Oh my giddy aunt. Absolutely superb. We are going to go through player performances in just a moment. The midfield pivot of Jorginho and Kovacic, who were both very good. I did think Kante would start, but he's not in the squad, so I forgot to check why. I'm assuming that's for a fitness reason. Alonso, left wing back. I did think Chilwell would come in, but I suppose Chilwell's not actually played any football for a long time, so they probably want to get him up to speed. And Alonso played, and Alonso was really good. Like every now and again I go, oh yeah, Alonso, flames. And now and again I'm like, oh, he's terrible. But then he's amazing. Anyway, and interestingly, Emerson came on for him as opposed to Ben Chilwell. And of course, right wing back was occupied by Chelsea's captain, Cesar Azpilicueta, who put in a really good performance. James came off the bench for him. Pulisic in the front three with Mason Mount and Timo Werner. I think I called that front three. The things that, I think I called the front three. I thought Kante would start, but I guess there's an injury there. Anyway, you guys don't want to hear about my match prediction, because what actually happened is much more exciting. A 4-4-2 from Patrick Vieira's Crystal Palace. Guehi, the centre-back partnership with Kiate, not much talks about Mark Guehi, who of course, ex-Chelsea, only just got sold, is a magnificent centre-back. Mitchell and Ward complete the back four, Riedewald, MacArthur midfield, and yeah, Zaha and Mateta up front didn't really do much. New signing, Anderson, who obviously was at Fulham last season, the Lyon player, the player they've just bought for Lyon came on. And that completes the lineups. But boys and girls, the deadlock was broken on minute 27 when Marcus Alonso, as soon as that foul was committed, I think Mount won the foul in that area. You just thought, this is Marcus Alonso territory. Left boot, slightly to the right of the 18-yard box, top right corner, that's what he's going to do. And that's what he did. Magnificent. And Gaeta probably could have been a little bit closer, but still superb from Marcus Alonso. Stamford Bridge erupts and we're feeling good. We're feeling good at this point, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. And Christian Pulisic, who in the Super Cups, disappointed me with his performance. His penalty was very good. He was very good prior to the goal here as well. He was ball carrying into the 18-yard box very well. Excellent feet, and the Palace defence didn't know what to do with him. He sweeps up him and scores a poachy goal, which I absolutely love. He did that a lot under Frank Lampard, and people assumed that he was getting the tips from Frank Lampard in terms of scoring those goals, because Frank Lampard scored a lot of those goals, mopping up with rebounds and stuff. He will score a lot of goals like that. That's his 5th goal against Crystal Palace, Christian Pulisic, and he's not, a prolific scorer, is he? So to have 5 goals against Palace is pretty superb. And that saw us into half time. Now, a couple of changes at 57th minute for Crystal Palace, and Then you have it, Mateo Kovacic passing the ball to Trevoh Chalobah and getting an assist for what is a pass really out of play. But Trevoh Chalobah sort of strolls him forward. The gap's opening up. People tell him to shoot, and he shoots, and he hits a long-range drive. I'm talking like a 30-yarder or something. Goes in off the post into the corner. And what a wonderful emotional moment. This guy who you thought might get loaned, might get shipped out to some sort of loan, maybe high-profile championship or something, does amazing in pre-season, does amazing in the Super Cup, and then scores this wonder goal on his Stamford Bridge debut. He erupts in tears. It's just such a magnificent moment, one of those feel-good moments. This kid, people who watch French football would say he was really good at Lorient. But for a lot of Chelsea fans, this kid's erupted out of nowhere. You've probably known him from the development team in the academy, and of course being Trevoh Chalobah's little brother. That's how most people knew him. But for him to just absolutely announce himself in such epic way, I don't even know the words to say, is incredible. Chelsea at this point, after scoring that goal and them looking really, really offensive, you think they're going to score at least 2 more and get the 5 goals that would put them on top of the league. But no, we sort of keep them back. We do concede a couple of chances, and then after that, it's Thomas Tuchel making changes and having a look and seeing who to bring on. So, absolutely magnificent game to start. Yes, Chelsea are tired, but to be honest, a Vieira side, a Palace side managed by a new coach who don't really know their identity yet. Yes, they went with the pragmatism they played under Roy Hodgson. Probably smart to try and play it safe, but they still couldn't keep Chelsea out. And to be honest, man, they were chasing shadows. In fact, let's just quickly talk about player performances. Alonso, magnificent. Mendy had nothing to do. Chalobah, magnificent. Rudiger, very, very good as well. Had the crowd shouting his name. Christensen got a higher rating here on who scored than Rudiger, but also very good. The back three were excellent. Jorginho was magnificent as well. And I say, because he's played so much football, he didn't have that much of a break. He played all of the Euros up to the final. He played the Super Cup as well, of course. Hasn't played much in pre-season. And this dude looks sharp as ever. I'm talking proper cerebral sort of metronomic play in the middle and just completely orchestrating everyone. And yeah, him and Alonso have probably really shocked me for different reasons. I know Jorginho's quality. Kovacic, of course, wearing the number 8 now. Maybe that's why he got an assist, because he's wearing the number 8. Very positive. Pulisic, like I said, the fact how he mopped up that goal was excellent. Mason Mount, creative, good, won the free kick for the goal, and high octane throughout the game. A couple of touches still betray him, I think, but he'll get more sharpness as he plays more football. And Timo Werner looks like the lowest rating of the team there, but the crowd sung his name because he ran the channels. He always works, and provided you keep working for the team, the fans will always back you, and that's what Timo Werner's doing. Kai Havertz came on, a couple of wicked touches, did a sort of received a sort of disguised pass running down the byline. Didn't really get a chance to express himself, but Kai Havertz does look great. If he starts the season how he ended the season last campaign, he'll do very, very well for this campaign. Hopefully, man, this team is purring, and we're yet to get Romelu Lukaku in the starting 11. He must be watching there like, yes please, and a couple of chances where Werner's running the channels, or if he thinks I'd be occupying that space if Werner's there, or I would have done this if I was Werner, and maybe that does turn into a 4-0, 5-0 if Romelu Lukaku's playing in the Chelsea team. Absolutely incredible, man. I'm buzzing. It's a good start. I mean, obviously United set the tone. There's some other big wins across the board in the 3 p.m. kickoffs. But I'm feeling good. How are you feeling? Are you feeling good? Let me know. Comment down below. Let's start the conversation. Who did you think played well in this game? Stuff like that. Tell me what you're thinking of in the future moving forwards. Do subscribe. I'd urge you to click the link in the description, because I'm doing match reviews of all Premier League games that I watch. So yeah, that's on Football Yannick. You can click the link in the description to go watch those games. Buzzing. I'm amped. I'm going to have a beer. Comment down below. Drop a like on your way out, friends, and I'll see you soon.